Ekiti Governor, Ayodele Fayose, has described call by former President Olusegun Obasanjo that President Muhammadu Buhari should not be re-elected as a vindication of his position that the president had nothing to offer the country. The governor said, "Even though I do not agree with the personality of Obasanjo, history will not be kind to us if we do not acknowledge such a statement, not minding his roles in foisting this present calamity on Nigeria and its people." According to a press statement issued in Ekiti on Tuesday, by his Special Assistant on Public Communications and New Media, Ayodele, Governor Fayose said, "What Obasanjo said is not new from what I said before and after President Buhari was elected. I have consistently maintained that the president lacked the required mental, physical and intellectual capacity to govern a country like Nigeria, and now, I have been vindicated by even those who were at the forefront of his election." The governor added, "Like I said when he wrote his letter in January this year, I agree with Obasanjo's new position on President Buhari, and I call on the remaining Nigerians who foisted him, Buhari, on the country, but are still keeping silent to in the interest of our country, speak out too." Today, apart from Obasanjo, most of all the people and organizations that matter in this country and in the world have said unanimously that Buhari has failed. Transparency International has declared that corruption, which the government prides itself to be fighting, has become more endemic in Nigeria than it was in the last 16 years. Bill Gates said the government's economic blueprint has not addressed Nigerians' needs. General T.Y. Anjuma, RTD, said the government has failed in terms of securing Nigerians, and General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, RTD, has indirectly told President Buhari to go home by advocating for the younger generation to be given the opportunity to steer the reins of leadership of the nation. With all these knocks, the president should act honorably like a statesman and resign so as to save the country from further calamities. In the interest of Nigeria and its suffering masses, he should ignore any urge to remain in office even beyond this year, not to talk of seeking re-election next year. Telling Nigerians to avoid being fooled the second time, Governor Fayose said, "You are not a fool when you are fooled the first time, it is when you are fooled the second time that you become a fool. Like I have maintained, it is clear to discerning minds that Nigeria is under a rudderless federal government with everything now upside down. Everywhere in the country has become insecure to such a level that Nigerians are now opting for self-defense. Therefore, what Nigerians should seek is a clean break from this directionless government and new breath of life."